Anyway, we'll persist. I've got them all running now. So I guess when I first started this, I was encouraged by Kushla Chadwick, she's my business coach at the time, to do this radio show. And I was a little bit flabbergasted about doing something like that and not really knowing what I was doing. And maybe I still don't know exactly what I'm doing. But anyway, wanting to help and wanting to offer something to people if they're in situations where they needed help, and wanting to have a free offering that I could do. So with that in mind, I'm celebrating, as you can see. I've got the 500 in the back there. That we persisted anyway in doing things, even though we may not know exactly what we're doing. It's worth to persist, and it's worth to have a go at whatever you want to have a go at, and whatever you feel inspired to have a go at. Good morning, Tabitha. So, are there goals that you are in the process of working on? Are there things that's been kind of like a lifelong effort to do? What is it that you feel that you can look back and say, yeah, I did that. That was good. And we'll go in with a bit of energy clearing. So let's go into the crown chakra, which I guess comes back to that whole idea. Oh, thanks, Wendy. She said, good morning. Congratulations on 500 episodes. Thank you. I guess the whole idea of, there's that saying, isn't it? That which we persist in doing gets easier. Not that the nature of the thing changes, but our capacity to deal with it improves. So, yeah. So what's coming up in the crown chakra is the inability to see that we're all family. And often, especially when we don't feel good, we can feel very separated. We can feel like we're not belonging or not part of, or not included in some way. And maybe it's not because we aren't included, or maybe it's more that it's our feeling of not wanting to be included or not thinking we're worthy. So wanting to clear energy around that so that we feel that we're belonging and that we're part of, and that we can accomplish whatever our heart desires us to accomplish and whatever we feel inspired to accomplish. And I would have to say, we all need help. We all need help from our friends and our family and our loved ones to do the best that we can do. Okay. All right, I am intelligent and spiritual. So sometimes we doubt our intelligence, or we doubt our ability to hear our inspiration, a divine inspiration, and may feel that we are not accomplishing anything of great worth. All right. Oh, thanks. Tabitha said, congratulations, love the beautiful backdrop. Yeah, that's my beautiful friend Cassie. We all need good friends. All right, my work in life brings me joy. So what is it that you do love doing? What is it that really sparks joy for you? I was speaking with one patient, and she was talking to me about how she loves to sew, and she likes making things and, doing things for other people. She didn't really get supported in that when she was young, but she really wants to do it now. So I feel to encourage her to do what she loves. All right, so let's go into the 8th chakra. Yesterday I was babysitting somebody, and you can't help but be grounded with little kids, can you? It's like you have to be present in the moment and run after them, and you really do have to be good. Good morning, Cassie, or good morning, Zuzana. All right, so the eighth chakra is also about the awareness of ourselves as an integral part of the earth and not just a part of your small corner of the world. So we're all this massive world family. So never living in the moment. And it is easy to fall in that trap, isn't it? That we're worrying about what's happened in the past, it could happen again, or worrying about, how things are going to go, how we're going to feel about a situation, how we're going to handle a situation, having doubt in ourselves of how we're going to do something. So maybe a look back at celebrating what we have done or the things that we have accomplished can help us to feel a bit more like, yeah, it's possible. There's Oil Holiday Joy. So sometimes we need to give ourselves a little holiday, even if it's just a couple of hours, where we allow ourselves to be peaceful. Holiday Joy teaches the importance of boundaries in healthy family relationships. This is true, especially for individuals who overgive. All right. Oftentimes, the desire to please others causes neglect of personal needs and wants. This blend invites individuals to evaluate their motivations of self-validation, compulsion, or guilt. While on the surface, this self-sacrifice may seem altruistic, inappropriate giving leads to resentment in both the giver and the receiver and is not sustainable. Holiday Joy teaches that personal energy conservation and balanced giving, combined with a nurtured sense of self, lead to the healthiest relationship and the most joyous holiday celebrations. All right, so I can see myself in that one. What about you? Do you do that? Do you ever overgive, or do you perhaps do it in an unbalanced way that we're not valuing ourselves? All right, so stuff stuck in our head. I accept my chapters as they unfold with flexibility and confidence. So when I started the radio show, I was not confident. I was not very good at technology, and we had lots of glitches, lots of internet dropouts, and yeah, it was not easy. So, but the more we persist, we get better, don't we? I'm worthy of my own love and attention. My life's purpose continues to unfold before me. I like that. It's like sometimes as we go, oh, that's it. What can I do at this point in my life? But I've seen so many people that have reinvented themselves. So one of the lovely people we had at our last Energy Workz was in corporate for most of her life, and had to sacrifice a lot of what she wanted to do to earn that money, and she's now retrained herself and is working in childcare. So it's a whole different perspective. So she's able to allow life to unfold in a manner that's a little bit more kind to her. All right. I'm a great family member, even while working on my life purpose. And John D. Martini had a saying, everything that happens to us isn't in the way, it's on the way. And so sometimes we feel that the catastrophes that happen stop us from being who we are or from where we're supposed to be. But actually, could we see them as this is important growth and learning opportunities, in-house learning, so to speak, in this university of physical life? As I rise up to lead my tribe, I'm given the knowledge required. And who are your tribe? Are you making your own tribe? Are you leading people in all that you do and by what you're teaching and what you're saying and how you're living your life? All right, now we're going to jump back into the solar plexus chakra, which is about having like the willpower and the ambition and taking action. All right, I act on the choices I make. And I think that's really important. Good morning, Julie. All right, because often we have the decisions to make, and I'm currently listening to another audiobook. I just finished the Gabor Mate's The Myth of Normal, which is very eye-opening. And now I'm listening to Mel Gibson with the 5-second rule. And it's like whatever decision you make, you've got 5 seconds to get up and do something before your brain says, no, we can't do this, and brings in all the reasons. So I like that. I've only just started. Thank you, Julie. She's telling me congratulations. All right. All right. I know that I am a powerful and wholesome force for good. And I think you've got to remember that, because sometimes we don't feel worthy, but you've got to think about you are on the good team. You do want to make the world a better place, even if it's just your little corner of the world. That's what you do. And you love people and you want to help people. So you are a wholesome and powerful force for good. Don't forget that. And even if you're not doing, set the world on fire things, the small things that you do send ripples, and you are making a difference. All right. I'm worthy of kindness, love, and respect, regardless of what I have done. And I think we often have to remember that with ourselves. Okay, more things stuck in our head. Now, I know, Julie, you're working on making a business and where you do travel tours, I guess it would be, to different places. And you're a very chatty, energetic person, so I'm sure you can do well with that. And I'll be looking forward to what you do. All right. So, good morning, Margaret. Thank you. Happy 500th. Yeah. Makes me sound ancient, doesn't it? Anyway. So what's coming up now is the power of now. So sometimes we get caught up in what should be, or what we have done or haven't done, or how things we would wished they would be, or how we'd wished we'd done it differently. Thanks, Sarah. She's saying what an achievement. All right. So what's in your head right now? What do you feel like you want to accomplish? What is it that maybe is just a little seed of an idea that you really feel you'd like to have a go at? All right. The power of now centers us enough to be functioning from the space of neutrality of the moment, in contrast to imagining fears of the future and the shackles of the past. All right, Julie said, starting first day today with Indian Pacific. Thanks for your support. Oh, great job. So happy to hear that. Wow. So we can all accomplish things even if we think it's not possible. I guess it's that taking one step at a time, isn't it? Even when you feel like you're not doing a great step, to still have a go. All right. Our ultimate goal, however, is more than loving ourselves, forgiving ourselves, being proud or confident of ourselves, is to no longer identify with the self, to relinquish the separation self identification breeds, to know we are one with the universe. So I guess that's kind of empowering, isn't it? To believe that we are inspired to do what we feel to do and it's needed, what we have in our heart and mind to do. To not give up, even though it might be hard or difficult or seem like a long way off, we need to persist. All right, now we're going to jump up into the ninth chakra, which is the lunar chakra. All right, so this is about aligning with, life's teacher. So, and also can involve here the inability to understand the lessons contained in the experiences. Having nightmares. This is totally irrelevant, but I had a dream last night. I was working in a pizza shop and I was getting it all wrong and it was very embarrassing. So I was happy to wake up after that. All right. So what weakens this chakra is the philosophies of man. So going back to that sort of, you've got to do what you have to do. It doesn't matter if you step on people, it's the money and the success is more important than anything else, which I totally disagree with. I feel like the more that we're on purpose, the more that we're being spiritually instructed, the more that we will be doing what we're supposed to be doing and will be guided and helped. All right. What strengthens this chakra is socializing with those of a higher vibration. So hanging around people that uplift you and that are, more joyous and more peaceful so that we become more like that. All right. I am conscious and know who I am. And I think, remembering that we're a spiritual being having a physical experience and that we came here to learn and to grow. So it means it has to be hard and it has to be challenging, but we do grow very quickly by the challenges that we overcome. All right, something else stuck in our mind. We haven't asked yet, but is there anywhere in your body that's telling you the energy's stuck? Because often that's the clue. All right, my mind is beautiful. So sometimes we don't see it that way. We might see, all right, Julie's saying her neck. we can be cranky with our mind that it doesn't think perhaps in a linear fashion, but that's really not how things work, is it? We're working by trusting intuition, we're working by what our heart's telling us, so it's not linear often, and that's when you clear energy, it's not linear. You have to go with where you're led. Susanna's mentioned eyes and mind. All right, so what's coming up in the neck is feelings of regret over the past. So sometimes we feel that we've taken too long to get where we're going, or we've taken too long to achieve our goal. But I think it comes down to it's the right time. I was speaking to one lady whose sister died recently, and she didn't always get on well with this sister, and they didn't see eye to eye, and she found that very hard, and she was regretful that they didn't get it together sooner. But we kind of deduced that the sister wasn't ready, and it took for her to be in a needful place, and this sister came to live with her to help her in the last months of her life. And you know, she then came to see that it had to happen in the right time. And even though we may regret things not happening sooner or better, we have to trust that it is in the right time for us. And sometimes we judge ourselves on what the world might expect, but we've got to come back to, this is when I need to do this. Now we're talking about the eyes now, reacting to feelings. I'm feeling like I must experience pain. So we do know life has challenges, but there is joy and there are successes. So celebrating the successes and not just thinking it's all has to be painful and difficult. All right, we're talking about prosperity now, so how we believe things can be or will be. All right, as I invest in myself, the universe rises to meet me. So trusting that what we're doing, and as we're investing in ourselves and as we're doing courses or doing things that take us towards what it is that we want to accomplish, we will be supported in doing that because that's the inspiration that we received. Right. So sometimes in our mind, we have these arguments and negativity. Sometimes it's our ego, and sometimes we can have entities, and they don't want us to achieve our purpose because they know who we were from before we came to Earth, and they know our purpose and the things that we're here to accomplish, and they don't want us to achieve that. So I guess getting rid of the negativities out of your head. So sometimes we have to play an uplifting piece of music, or we need a quote that we read, or we might need to phone a friend or have a favorite scripture um, that we might use. And there's one that comes to mind that I really like. Just look that up, sorry. Right. So, and if men/women come unto me, I will show unto them their weakness. We all have weakness, don't we? I give unto men weakness that they may be humble, and my grace is sufficient for all men that humble themselves before me. For if they humble themselves before me and have faith in me, then will I make weak things become strong unto them. So often we can only see our weaknesses. We can only see the parts of us that are flawed or that are a work in progress. But that weakness that we have enables us to ask for help. It inspires us to pray. It inspires us to ponder and think about, well, what is it that you want me to do, and how can I do it? And then the things that are weak can become strong. So if you listen to some of the earlier podcasts that I did, the sound was terrible and the internet dropped out a lot. So it's like we can keep going. Don't stop. Don't believe that you can't accomplish whatever it is that you desire. And forget about the numbers. Just go to what you feel is important. All right. All right, back into the crown chakra. I am easily assimilating all of my life experiences. So I guess all of the experiences that we have, like I can see that with my family, a lot of their difficulties have taught me things, has taught me endurance and being able to see past the behavior to the person. And so sometimes we can't do that with ourselves, but we're given this opportunity through our family or through friends or different people that we work with to see the bigger picture. All right, age 6, hiding in there. And age 16. So where were you and what were you doing? And these kind of got stuck in the one in the mind. Our next Energy Works get together will be the 12th of October. So that's an opportunity to hang out with like-minded people and eat some healthy food together. We always have a laugh. Sometimes we might clear some energy for all of us, for people that we're worried about at the time, because there are always people in our lives that we might have concern for and want to pray for and think about and assist. Anyway, I think that's good for a day. So thank you for those that came on the call and helped celebrate this 500th episode with me. Appreciate you, appreciate your support, appreciate you being a little bit vulnerable and sharing what it is that you're concerned about, and hope that you are taking steps towards whatever it is that you feel is important to accomplish, and that you'll get there. I believe you'll get there. All right. Thank you, Susanna, and thank you, Tabitha. All right. See ya.